Is your content working for you? Is it doing the job that it's supposed to do? Is it bringing in people into your audience? No? Well, then this is the place and this is the video you need to be watching, because we're going to talk about how to find out, where do you find out that content that works on social media? Hey, everybody, welcome to this week's marketing chat. I'm Terry Johnson. You know that because you're here on my channel. So, we're going to be talking today about how we find the content that connects, that works with the audience. There's one thing you need, or actually, two things, but there are two things you need to do in order to make that work. So, are you ready? I hope you are. And let's see, if you're here, say hi. We're live. And if you have any questions about this topic or any marketing topic, please let me know. Also, the more information about this video is below the video in the content section. I'll have links to other videos where I've talked about content and content marketing strategy and all those things you need to know to grow your business with content strategy and building a marketing plan. Okay, so let's get right into it. So, we're talking today about measuring social media content and why you want to do that. You want to measure it because you want to see what's working. When you know what's working, that means, hey, this is the top performing post on Facebook, or this is the top performing post on Instagram. When you know that information, when you have that, it's powerful and it allows you to make content that works, that reaches your audience, grows your business, brings in the customers and the clients. So that's what we want to do. That's what we're doing. Content is supposed to work for us. We're not supposed to work for the content. Content should be smooth and easy. It can be. I know some people out there are, business owners, and you're busy and you're like, I don't have time to make content. I don't have time for that. Well, once you figure out what works by measuring it, then you say, hey, I just do more of that. See how easy that is? That makes a lot of sense, right? Okay, so let's get into it. I'm not going to waste your time. I'll never like to waste your time. All right, so we talked about it. Is your content strategy working for you? Is your content working? Is it doing your job of bringing in your target audience? Because that's what we're doing as business owners, small business owners. You're on social media to what? Grow your audience, because that's your pool of potential clients and customers. So the bigger your audience, the more people you have that will come from that and then go with you on this customer journey. When you take them to your own media, which is your website, your email list, or whatever platform you're using, that's not, it's not Facebook, it's not Twitter, it's not Instagram, because we're not paying for those platforms. So we have no control over it. So you're directing them to a platform that you are paying for and you control. Got it? Okay. So now last week we talked about engagement. So in a previous video, we talked about engagement and I mentioned analytics briefly. So I want to come back in and really dig into that topic of analytics, because it is the best tool. Analytics, the numbers, the data, it will guide you to what you want online, which is you want to have a successful business. Analytics is a big part of that. And now I know I talk about content a lot. Content is the fuel that drives the car. But analytics, that's the fine tune. That's the, okay, let me make sure I hit my destination. It's your GPS. Oh, I like that. Okay, so what is social media analytics? Now, I like to give you a definition and then we talk about it. Social media analytics is the process of collecting and analyzing audience data shared on social networks to improve your business or your organization's strategic business decisions. That's the definition. Now, business owners, you can use social media analytics to analyze performance of different social platforms such as Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. And that you use that to determine which messaging and topics resonate best with your target audience. See, social media analytics, it does a whole lot of work. So we're talking about measuring what works with your social media content. How do you do that? Social media analytics. It can help you improve your ability to understand what social media strategies are working and which ones aren't working, which ones are ineffective. Like, okay, if it's not working, I don't want to waste time on it. I don't want to do that. I always want to do what works. Why? Because our time is of it not of the essence, but our time is precious and valuable to business owners because you don't have a lot of it and you have to dedicate most of it to running your business. So you want to make sure that you are doing strategies, you're doing things that maximize the time that you're on. You want to get on and get off. I don't want to have to figure this out and do that and do this. I want to know what I need to know, and it's going to help me make those quick decisions. So let's talk about it. So the biggest question from every small business owner, and I hear it, I see it online, is what type of content do I post on social media that's going to get me the most ROI? ROI is return on investment. That means the time and effort you put into making that content, it's got to bring results. It's got to work for you. So that's what we're talking about. Now, to answer that question, let me put my notes down because I'm going to get serious. Now, to answer that question, there's something you need to do first. You need to make content. What type of content to post that's going to get me the most ROI, return on investment, and grow my audience and help me build my business to where I got more customers? You have to first post content. I think that gets lost in the translation. People forget that because they're busy focused on perfection of content. I need the perfect content because I need to hit the perfect audience member and turn them into a customer. Perfection, let's let go of that. Forget that. You need to make content. You need to make content. And there's a saying, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? You don't just walk up at you. Well, you can if you're watching, but if you're a performer and you want, because that's like, that's one of the places where you want to go and be a performer and have some prestige and knowledge and trust. You have to practice. You have to practice. You want to learn how to play the guitar. I don't know how to play the guitar. What do I have to do? I have to practice. I have to learn and I have to practice. So with content, I'm saying what you have to do is you have to post content. Post it. Stop holding on to it and polishing it like a diamond and oh, this is the perfect content. Cause you have to keep putting it out. Do you remember there was a commercial years ago for Dunkin' Donuts, and it had the guy who made the donuts, and they had this commercial where it was like all he did was make the donuts. Time to make the donuts, and he went. He woke up, and it was like a robotic kind of thing. Like time to make the donuts. He would make the donuts and go home and go to sleep, and then put his outfit back on. And time to make the donuts. So that's kind of like what you have to do with your content. Time to make the content. Make the content. Why? Because you need to put it out to see if it works. So content, let's do a recap because I've talked about content. If you look below, there'll be a link to see other videos, and I talked about content, and you can get more of a basic instruction with that. But let's go over it. So content types: blogging, audio, that means podcast, infographics, video, graphics, photographs, newsletters, polls, quizzes, social media posts, stories, reels, text posts, blog posts, podcast. I mentioned that again. So that's what I mean. Make content. Put up a post. What do I post? Well, that's where your messaging comes in. You should already have that set up because you're in business. You know what your message is going to be. It needs to be the right message to attract your audience so they become customers of your business. That means they buy what your products or your service. So you have to have that messaging up. And if you're in business, that's something you should already have. You should know your message. That comes at the beginning. So what you're going to do is you're going to make content based on what is the message I'm trying to put across that's going to attract the right audience, because in that audience, and that target audience is my perfect customer. Well, not perfect customer, but close to perfect customer. So you need to do that. You need to make content. I see this a lot online. It's like they're waiting to make the donuts. They're waiting to make the content because it's got to be a perfect polished diamond, and it has to get 100,000 likes, or it has to. No, make the content, put it out on a regular schedule. You can do every day, twice a day. I see people do 3 times a day. I know Gary Vaynerchuk, he just 10 times a day probably. Why are you doing that? Because the more content you make, you can go in and look at your social media analytics, and that tool is going to tell you what works. Well, how does it do that? Because you're making content, so it has something to compare to. That's like when people are on YouTube and they make 1 or 2 videos and they give up. Well, YouTube needs you to put some content on your channel so they know where to put you, who's watching, what's going on with your audience, what's going on with the retention and the data. See, they need that data. So they only get the data if you make content. So you have to make content. That's video, social media posts, wherever. If you have a website, you have to put out blog posts, because you need to measure what works. Measure what works. And we're talking about social media content right now. Okay, so do everybody get that idea? Does it make sense? It makes sense, right? Let me know. Okay, so if you got any questions, put them down in the comment section. Let me know what specifically you have an issue with, or you have problems with making content. Let me know, because I'm here to help. I'm here to fix the problems of, well, this isn't working. Well, I'm going to tell you how you fix that. And you look at social media analytics. But first, you got to make the content, right? So first, content. Second is the social media analytics. That's your data. That's your numbers. And where do you find that? Do I have to buy a tool? Do I have to pay for some social media management tool that costs like $200 a month? No. Because here on this channel, we talk about organic first. Paid is great, but organic is the way you want to go, because organic will help you when you want to do paid. When you want to get into paid advertising, paid ads, because then you really got to know what works, because you're spending money. So if you don't know what works, you're going to waste all of your money and you won't hit the target. I see that all the time. I run ads and nothing happens. Whoa, wait, back it up. Did you do something organic first? Did you try it out there? No, I just, people say you run ads. Well, people say a lot of things. People say jump off the bridge. Do you jump off the bridge? No. So let's, calm it down. Let's get a structure. Let's get a platform. Let's get a plan in place so you don't have that frustration. Okay, so let's talk about that. Social media analytics. And before we talk about that, let me mention why it's important. Why is social media analytics important? I'm going to tell you. It helps you spot trends related to what you're offering. Also, remember, everything that you do on social media, there are other businesses doing the same thing. So guess what? You can look at your competitors' ads. Did you know that? You can look at their ads. And this is on Facebook. I'm not sure if this is on any of the other platforms, but you can look at their ads they're running to see what kind of content is working for them. Okay, did you know that? Good tool. All right, so you also use social media analytics to gain audience sentiment towards your content. That means, how do they feel about it? And there's not a setting in there that says feelings. It's called top performing content. That's what it's called. And when you go into Facebook and you go into Instagram and go into Twitter, there's always a top tweet, a top post, and it tells you this is your top post performing for this time period. It could be a day, 7 days, 28, 30 days, this month, last quarter. You set those parameters, but they're in there. They're in there. Okay. You can see responses, you can see how the response to your social media posts are working. You can understand conversations, what you're saying and how it's being received. Again, top posts. Now, different platforms will have different analytics to look at. There's reach, there's impressions, there's comments, different things like that, so you can see. Now, social media analytics can help you answer questions like, is it worth it for my business to keep posting on insert platform? So is it worth it for me to post on Pinterest? Is it worth it for me to focus my business, post on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever you have your platform, you're doing your posts and your analytics? What were the top posts? Social media analytics can answer that for you. Should you post more on insert platform? Should I post more on Instagram next month, or should I focus on LinkedIn or Twitter or another platform? Which network drives the most brand awareness for your business? Analytics will tell you that. And what kind of posts do my followers like to comment on? So you can get all of that and more in analytics. Now, this is not going to be a deep dive because I'm value your time. We're not going to be here all day. Now, what do you use the analytics for? Again, the questions, but also you want to measure. I said this at the top, measure the ROI of social media marketing efforts. The effort that I'm putting in to make this content, these types of content, is it working? Is it worth it for this particular platform? Which types of posts, and I talked about that earlier, which type of content posts are working? Text versus images, video versus podcast or audio. Okay. And audio can also mean that you just taking your phone, and you're just recording some messaging, your thoughts, your opinions, or what you have to say over graphics, and you post that also. There are tools that help you do that. Also, your analytics will help you make better strategic and business decisions. Why? Because you get data and insights into your content, what types of content you're posting, which one is better than the other, which one is working, what did I do this week versus last week, what did I do this month versus last month. Those are all guidelines to help you create better, epic content. You create this content because you want to build awareness, you want attention from your target audience, because that is where your customer is living, in your audience. Or they tell someone else who becomes your customer. But see how that awareness comes about, because someone in your audience is connecting with the content. Okay, so let me make sure I got all my notes here. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look. And I'm just going to open up my phone and just look at, say, Business Suite. Now, Business Suite is Facebook's app, and it's also on the desktop. It's business.facebook.com, or the app is Business Suite, I believe it's called. Business Suite. It does not look like the Facebook icon. If you're looking on your device, it is a different icon. Why do you want to look at Business Suite? Well, one reason is because as a business owner, or you manage pages or what have you, you don't want to go to the main facebook.com or the main Facebook app. Why? Because there's too many distractions there. You open that app, you're going to see the things that things that you like and follow. You're going to see happy birthday posts. Someone had a new baby. someone has a new job, someone moved, someone bought a house. So when you see that, that's a distraction from the purpose of you using it for business, because you're going to naturally want to say happy birthday. You're going to naturally want to say congratulations, happy anniversary, this and that, because when you go to Facebook, the main Facebook, the app, or the .com, you're seeing interactions from friends and family. But as a business owner, you want to go on for business. So that's why you use business.facebook.com or the app Business Suite. Now, once you go in there, you're going to see, you're going to see your, different information. There's going to be, hold on, let me go in because I was at the bottom. So you're going to see create posts. You're going to see how many Facebook page likes you have. And here's the cool thing about Business Suite. If you have an Instagram account, the business Instagram account, and you have them connected, you get to see both Facebook and Instagram insights in the Business Suite. Now, I know a lot of people don't like it, but it's a great tool and it's free. It's free because as a business owner, you want to maximize profits and minimize your spending and minimize your costs. So this is one way. Okay. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm just saying it's good. It's good for what we want to do. So you get to see your post, but at the bottom, you'll see a hamburger menu. And the hamburger menu is the 3 lines and it says more. Once you tap on that, you're going to get something. You're going to get a pop-up tab and you're going to look for insights. Insights are Facebook analytics. They're not calling it analytics, they're calling it insights. So once you go in there, you're going to be able to see what's trending for your Facebook page and what's trending for your Instagram page. Also at the top, you'll be able to change the timing, the date range. And it's you can do yesterday, last 7 days, last 28 days, this week, this month, last week, last month, and custom. That means you put the dates in that you want to have as a date range. And once you do that, you're going to see graphs and they're going to tell you your Instagram reach and the percentage up or down over. I have mine set to the last 28 days. And you'll see Facebook page visits, Instagram profile visits, new Facebook page likes, new Instagram followers. That's under the trends tab. When you go to content, here's where we really, this is really what we want to look at. Under content, you'll see top performers. Okay? Top performers means these are the posts that worked in this time period that you chose. In this instance, I chose the last 28 days. So I can see my top Facebook post and my top Instagram post. And then it will go down the list from 1, 2, 3. It will go down. Also, they will list your content as you posted it, and you'll get to see things as reach. Reach is the number of people that saw it. Impressions are the number of times it was shown on the platform. You'll get to see reach, reactions, comments, and shares. Okay. You'll want to see that. So reach, Facebook defines reach as the number of people who saw your post at least once. Okay. Reach is different from impressions, which may include multiple views of your post by the same people. Okay. So that's reach. So they explain to you what the difference is between reach and, I'm trying to get out of that, reach and impressions, which is good to know. So how do I measure my social media content? Analytics. How do I do that? I go to the platform that I use. If you use Facebook and Instagram, use Business Suite or business.facebook.com. If you use Instagram only, you can go to Instagram and make it really easy on yourself by going to your profile. Now, at the top, it says professional dashboard. That's where you can get an overview, but I want to show you an easy way or tell you an easy way. Pull up your last post. Look right under the photo or the video. It says view insights. View insights. You tap that and it tells you your post insights. Messaging related insights such as shares and replies, may be okay. They're saying it may be lower to privacy rules, but under that, they have a heart icon, a comment icon, a share icon, and a save icon. So there's numbers under each of those icons. The first one with the heart is the number of likes. The one with the comment bubble is the number of comments. The airplane one is the number of shares. Yes, a number of shares. And there's a like a little bookmark icon. It says the number of saves. And then it will also tell you the actions taken from your posts, profile visits, and then it will also tell you how many accounts you reach, number of impressions. And here's the deal with Instagram. It will break it out by from home, from hashtag, from other. It will also show you the number of followers based on that one post. Okay, on that one post, on your last post. Now, if you want to get a broader overview, that's when you go to your profile and you go to professional dashboard at the top, and you'll get account insights, and it will tell you, how many accounts you reach in the last 30 days and the percentage up and down, positive and negative, compared to the previous data range, which could be month or week. All right. And then if you click on, let me go back. Sorry. If you click on see all, that's where it will break it down by your top content, your top posts, your stories, your reels, your videos, your lives. Also, if you do any kind of ad promotion or you make ads or you create ads or you're buying ads, it will show you that also. And again, the data range is last 30 days, last 14 days, last 7 days, previous month, or last 90 days. And you can change that date range. So you will get an insights overview with Instagram. Now, what can you do with those numbers? You have to pay attention to the date range that you want to look at. If you want to compare this month versus last month, then you look at this month and you look at last month. Also, Instagram and Facebook will tell you a percentage up or down. When you're in Facebook, they will have graphs. They will have graphs, and you can see the numbers represented by bars. And that's a great way to say, hey, this is going good or this is going great, because the bars are high or the bars are low. But you want to use that information. So that's Facebook and Instagram. Twitter has the same thing. When you go to Twitter and you go to your account, you can go to, hold on, let me see. Now, I rarely look at it on my app, but I know on the desktop, let me do that. Just a second. Hold on. I wasn't going to talk about Twitter, but it popped up in my mind. So I was like, hey, I might as well tell you all about it. And when you go to your profile on Twitter on the desktop and you click on the More tab, they have analytics. Okay, so go to Twitter on the desktop, go to your profile, click on More, and click on Analytics. Now, where it is in your app, I'm not sure because I don't see it here. I see Twitter ads. I don't see anything that says Analytics. And I'm not running the ad, so I don't need to look at that. All right, so that's where you find it. It's going to give you a 28-day summary and show you the change in percentages. And there are also little line graphs, and also the percentages will be red or green. There'll be an up and a down. And then for the current month, it'll say March. It'll give you the top tweet, the top mention, top media tweet, and then at the right it will tell you, your summary of how many tweets, how many tweet impressions, how many profile visits, excuse me, how many profile visits, number of mentions, and number of followers, new followers. So you will get information from there as to what performs well on Twitter. Okay. All right, so that's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Pinterest has Let me go into that. So Pinterest, if you use Pinterest, it also has analytics if you have the business account set up. So when you have that, you go into your analytics, your business tools analytics, and it will give you an overview. Again, you can change the date range. Let me see if I can change. Yeah. So date range, you can put in your dates, or you can set it to the last 24 hours, 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. You determine. And when you do that, it gives you the number of impressions for that data range, from that date range, engagements, total audience. Also, you always get percentages, and usually they're in red and green. So you get a visual like, okay, this is good, that's bad, what's going on? And then engage audience. And it will show you your top pins. And again, you can switch that by impressions, engagement, pin clicks, outbound clicks, and saves. All right. So that's your analytics for Pinterest. LinkedIn, let's see. I rarely look at my LinkedIn, but I'm going to look at it today and see if we can find out where the analytics are, because I rarely use Instagram. I mean, sorry, LinkedIn. I use Instagram a lot, but LinkedIn. Okay. Let's see. I know they have I know LinkedIn has analytics for if you have a page. Yes, they do. I don't think they have it for your personal profile. I will double check. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not a big LinkedIn user. I do use it, but it's not big. So I do have a page, and I go in to analytics. It shows me the search appearances for the last 7 days, uh page views, unique visitors, number of followers, and there's something they call content highlights. Create a post to see insights of how you're okay. All right, so that's just some. Oh, here's some demographics. Oh, LinkedIn has demographics by industry, location, job function, seniority, and company size. Hmm, that's pretty good. Okay, so I have to use my page more in order to see and use the analytics there. Like I said, I'm not a big LinkedIn user. I do post, but rarely. So I need to work on that, right? What you think? Okay, so that's LinkedIn. So we did Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. Oh, YouTube. YouTube analytics. Whew. That now that they're the king of analytics. So you can find that by going to your channel, or you can download I have YouTube Studio app, the YouTube Studio app, and you can use that to look on your mobile device. So it will give you analytics for views, watch time, subscriber change. Let's see what else is here. You get reach impressions, click through rate, views. You get engagement like watch time, average view. It will tell you your audience, unique viewers, subscribers, and also it will show you, I believe, under overview, you'll see your top videos for the last 28 days, the number of views, and that YouTube has a lot of analytics. I mean, that one I would like, you need days, not days, but you need time to sit down and dig through that. Okay, so we did Facebook, we did Instagram, we did Twitter, we did LinkedIn and Pinterest. Is there anything that I'm leaving out? Oh, TikTok. If you're a big tick if you're a big TikTok user, they had, and let me turn this down, because as soon as you go into TikTok, it's like, okay. Now, TikTok, I believe you have to have a business account. And mine is a business account. I'm not sure how it works for if you just have the regular account, but they have a business suite, and you go into that, and there's the analytics tab, and it goes in again. You're going to find out information about engagement, video views, profile views, like, comments, shares, the number of followers, and also it will give you a percentage point of a loss or a gain, and you'll see those things as a minus or a plus. Content live. And also it's giving me a note that says for a better analytics experience, open TikTok.com analytics on your computer. Ooh, tap the copy. All right, thank you. But under that, we'll also have content. It will show you your trending videos, and it says for the last 7 days. So I'm not sure if I can change that. Number of followers, new followers, growth rate. Oh, it goes into gender, territory, and follower activity. So um TikTok is giving you a lot of information in their analytics. Let me see if I can bring, now my TikTok, I don't use TikTok a lot. So, oh, it's asking me to log in. Okay, never mind. But you can go to TikTok.com analytics, and you can get to see your analytics. All right. I think that covers like the main, let's see, Google My Business. Is that something we want to, let me see, Google My Business. I don't know a lot of people that use it. I have the app. So I'm going to go into it. It's Google My Business, the app you can install on your phone. And also you can go, I believe you can go to googlemybusiness.com. I'm not sure. Let me take a look. Google My Business. I know a lot of people don't use it, but you really should take a look at it. Google My Business. Let's see. Sign in. So it's business.google.com on the desktop. And I'm not going to sign in. I'm not signed in. So I really don't want to talk about it too much. I just wanted to mention it. But, oh, okay. So for my business, it's telling me views, searches, activities, search views, map views. That's about it there. I'm pretty sure there's some more. And there's Google Analytics if you have a website. So let's I think we touched on the main ones. Yeah, we touched on the main ones. So that just gives you an idea of social media analytics, just a basic overview of what you can find in there, what you can use it for, why is it important, and how you can use it to measure your social media content that you're posting online to say, hey, what's working? Is this content working on this platform, or should I move it to another platform? Should I try out LinkedIn? I'm not over there. Should I try out Pinterest? I'm not over there. So analytics is the key to how you figure out what content works online. And it's going to give you an idea of when you're creating content, well, what should I post? What works with my audience? What do they like? Social media analytics will tell you, and you don't have to buy a tool. We just we did a walkthrough of all the free analytic tools that are available in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and I looked at Google My Business. Okay, so don't say, well, I have to go buy a tool. I have to go add to my budget and spend for another tool. You don't have to do that. Just look at what you have available already, and you're going to be able to make decisions. So, and that's what we want to do. So we want to look at content creation. We want to make sure we're making the best content for our audience. We want to make sure that it's connecting with them, because connecting with your target audience means what? There are potential customers in there, which you can use to nurture and lead them down the customer journey to your business, to the link that you have, the call to action for them to buy from you. That means your product and your services. Okay. So social media analytics, don't overlook at it. Don't let the numbers scare you. It's really simple and easy to go in and take a quick look and see, well, is my page doing well? Are my posts doing well? What's the best post? What's the top performing post? That means I need to make more of that, or that is the path or the guideline to, okay, I'm going to make content. I need to do video. I need to do audio. I need to do reels. I need to do this and that. So it cuts out the confusion of what content do I make that's going to engage my audience. So you're going to use your analytics to measure your social media content online, because you want to grow your business online. This is a part of your marketing strategy to where you can make that happen. You want to be a success with your business online. Got it? All right. So if you watched to the end, please like and subscribe this video. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And lets YouTube know that you're interested in this topic and interested in this video and this channel. So, I'll be able to make more videos and give you more information to help you build a strategy that's going to grow your business online. Okay. So I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.